Here's everything that was announced at the Xbox Direct 2024. The main thing everybody's talking about is Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Machine Games is going to be developing this. The visuals look really nice. It's first person, but you're going to go to third person for things like climbing ladders and whatnot. The combat is very indie, and there's also going to be a lot of puzzles, but they also mentioned that like some puzzles aren't necessarily needed, but they're just extra rewards, which is a good way to get kind of past that frustration threshold. The legendary Troy Baker is going to be voicing Indiana Jones, and he's really perfect for the role. This game's coming out later this year. We got a release date for Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. It's going to be out May 21st, 2024. I'd argue this is probably going to be Xbox's big summer game. This was announced 4 years ago, so we've been kind of waiting for this to come out. The visuals are spectacular. Playing this game feels very weird with the whispers that are mainly your HUD. I'm going to play this one on the Oculus 3 because I think it's going to really immerse me into those whispers. I'll let you guys know what that's like. Obsidian Entertainment's Avowed got a lot more details. What looked like Skyrim is definitely a new Skyrim. They're leaning in on color, making sure that things contrast from your environment to your spells. But in the end, yes, it looks like it's basically Skyrim. I'm not complaining about that. Obsidian Entertainment always nails it. I love their Outer Worlds game. And of course, Fallout New Vegas has made them gaming icons. This is coming out fall of 2024. Square Enix brought some more details on Visions of Mana. Personally, I was kind of a fan of this because it's like one of those faster JRPGs, but slowed down just one tick. And I think it's a good entry level for somebody looking into the JRPGs. And it's coming out this summer, both on Xbox and PlayStation. And lastly, we had a full presentation on Ara, The History Untold. It's comprised of developers that worked on Civilization 5. Some argue the best Civilization game. And it looks like it's a really well-made 4X game. It's like Civilization with a few more things added to it. It's hard to be excited for this just because these games aren't necessarily something that you're hyped for, but they are things that consume a lot of your time. I definitely will be playing this, and I'll let you know how that goes as well. My question for you is, after this showcase, are you guys excited for Xbox at all? Starfield kind of fell flat. 2023 was really nothing for them. Is 2024 their year? Let me know. We'll discuss it on the next Geek Freaks. Morning, everybody. Comicbook.com is reporting that Wilson Bethel is going to be returning for Daredevil Born Again to play Bullseye. In the old Daredevil series, we got a lot of him pretending to be Daredevil himself, but we didn't get a lot of him like really portraying Bullseye. I'm hoping now that we're connected more to the MCU, maybe we'll get a more comic book accurate costume, something a little bit more fun. But Wilson's a hell of an actor, so this is going to be really cool. He's joining Karen and Foggy as like returning members. This is really just feeling like a continuation of the Netflix one. The only character that's not confirmed yet that I'd really like to see back now is Vanessa Fisk. She was portrayed very well, but also like she just threw Kingpin off so much. It was fun to see him kind of baffled by somebody. Maybe don't bring her now, but bring her later on as we're building up this Kingpin to be this ultimate street level Thanos. She could be the Gamora of this, somebody that gets under the skin of the big bad. This is shaping up. I was talking about it over on Threads, how I'm pretty sure this Daredevil series has more hype around it than most of the movies from the last phase of the MCU. A brand new episode of Geek Freaks just came out today. Go check it out on all the podcast platforms. And now YouTube has their own like podcast platform. It's complicated. We have a lot of fun making it. Go check it out. I appreciate the listens. You guys have a great week. Unfortunate news for She-Hulk fans. It sounds like we're not getting a season 2. She-Hulk herself, Tatiana Maslany, was recently on a Twitch stream interview. And she says, quote, "I don't think so. I think we blew our budget and Disney was like, no thanks." And the showrunner was interviewed on Fave Zero podcast and likened it to like giving birth to a baby. You're not necessarily ready to have another baby immediately. So what it sounds like is the show was just far too expensive. It doesn't help that it didn't get critical praise, and Disney is shifting how they're making the Marvel TV shows. That being said, I think She-Hulk actually would work better as a procedural law show about superhero stuff, and actually could work really well in the new version of the Disney Marvel shows. And if they did that, the budget would go way down. Doing a grand story with Hulk and the Abomination, that's just going to be too expensive. But if you do something where she's helping out a different C-level hero every week, that could be fun and that could be cheap. Plus, I expect Tatiana to come back and be in Secret Wars and other Avengers movies. I mean, she's now part of the MCU. But what do you guys think about She-Hulk? Did you like the first season? And do you want them to try to make a second season somehow? We just got word that Jennifer Coolidge is joining the Minecraft movie. This Minecraft movie is getting pretty stacked. It's got Jason Momoa and Jack Black already attached. We've learned it's live action, so we were talking about that in the last podcast, but it's live action. We don't know who she's going to play yet, but I have a feeling she might play one of the witches. Nothing against Jennifer Coolidge. I absolutely love her. White Lotus. She's always Stifler's mom. But how hilarious would it be to have her doing the weird, funky sounds that the witches do in the Minecraft game? Throwing bottles of potions, always being annoying. I mean, it's perfect for Jennifer Coolidge. Who else do you guys think Jennifer could be playing in the new Minecraft movie?